The Dodge Challenger and Charger are two of the most popular muscle cars on the road today, and it's not hard to see why. With their sleek designs, powerful engines, and impressive performance, these two models have become a staple of American muscle car culture. But why have these two models become so popular in recent years? In this video, we'll be exploring the factors behind their rise to prominence and what it means for the car industry as a whole. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of Dodge Challengers and Chargers. To understand the rise of the Challenger and Charger, it's important to first look at the history of muscle cars in America. Muscle cars have been a staple of American car culture since the 1960s, when manufacturers like Ford, Chevrolet, and Pontiac began producing high-performance cars designed for speed and power. But in the 1970s and 1980s, the muscle car era came to an end, as the fuel crisis and stricter emission standards made it more difficult for manufacturers to produce these high-performance cars. However, in the late 2010s, there was a resurgence of interest in muscle cars, as car enthusiasts and collectors began looking for ways to relive the glory days of American muscle. This is when Dodge introduced the Challenger and Charger, two models that brought back the classic design elements of vintage muscle cars, but with modern technology and performance upgrades. The success of the Challenger and Charger can also be attributed to their versatility. These two models offer both comfort and performance, making them not just a weekend toy, but a practical daily driver as well. With a wide range of available engine options, from the base V6 to the top-of-the-line Hellcat V8, there's a Challenger or Charger for every type of driver. With more and more of these cars being produced and sold, car enthusiasts have a wider range of options when it comes to buying a muscle car that suits their style and needs. However, this trend also has its downsides, especially for those who live in cities with heavy traffic. It can be annoying to see the same cars on the road day after day, especially in cities like Atlanta, where the number of Dodge Challengers and Chargers has skyrocketed. You may go to a car meet filled with only Dodge Chargers and Challengers. Many drivers complain that they see too many Dodge cars on the road, making it difficult to stand out and feel unique. This oversaturation can also lead to a feeling of boredom and a loss of excitement when driving. Additionally, with more Dodge cars on the road, it can lead to increased competition for parking spots and road space. Have you ever been on the road and noticed a Dodge driver swerving in and out of lanes, driving aggressively, and breaking all the rules of the road? If so, you're not alone. It's important to remember that driving is a personal experience and not all Dodge drivers behave the same way. The stereotype of Dodge drivers being maniacs on the road is just that, a stereotype. The reality is more complex and nuanced. There are certainly some Dodge drivers who exhibit dangerous driving behavior, but it's not fair to generalize and say that all Dodge drivers are like this. The truth is that many Dodge drivers are responsible, safe, and law-abiding citizens. But we've all seen them. The Dodge driver who speeds down the highway, cutting in and out of lanes, revving their engine and trying to race every car they pass. It's not only dangerous, but it's also incredibly annoying. Dodge driver:
Well, it's just a matter of pride. I've got a powerful machine and I want to show it off.
Well, aggressive driving like this can lead to road rage, accidents, and even fatalities. While some may fit the stereotype of being maniacs on the road, it's important to remember that not all Dodge drivers behave the same way. The reality is more complex and nuanced, and we should always strive to be safe and responsible drivers, no matter what type of car we're behind the wheel of.